Hi there, welcome to my channel where we talking about taking small steps to achieve the goals and live the life that we want to live. Um, Sometimes we're thinking that only the special people will have that special talent to become successful and fit and making a lot of money and change the world. We sometimes have that limitation to think that just because certain people that so like successful and they don't look like us, then we kind of feel like it's not achievable, and that only certain people are supposed to be successful and not people who are ordinary per se. um yeah, so this is not the thinking of some of the inspiring people that I've been following. I've been following the people in the Y Combinator, which is a startup, kind of like a startup founder kind of camp or training place for people who want to start mainly the software companies. And I've been following the partners, a lot of partners in this program, and I found that most of them are really like kind of average people that you see like in your college days. And they start a company when they have no special kind of ideas of what they want to do. They just want to start trying something, and they start to experiment with different ideas, and some of the ideas are not the best, and but they just keep on experimenting, and they just keep going as well, that they don't give up, and they eventually found success because they try years after years after year, and they don't give up on their ideas. And one such founder I found, one of the partners that I've been following is Daniel Gross, and that's his interview. I would link the video down below. As you can see, he's super young, and he's not growing. He didn't grow up in the U.S. He grew up in Israel, and he had been like thinking ideas and trying to make useful things. And when he's growing up, and one day he just submit a application to Y Combinator, and got accepted and coming to the U.S. And in this interview, he said that like when he got into the Bay Area, it seems like that atmosphere is like you can make something big here. And he saw Mark Zuckerberg talking in the lecture room, and he feel like that guy is similar to me, and he's just like an average college student, and like but he's building this big huge company that so he feel like that's almost like a confirmation or permission to him to be able to think of something big as well. And if it's not $1 billion company, it could at least be $1 billion company. And so yeah, so in his um in his a lot of interviews, he feel like that's probably one of the biggest secret that he has, is that he's just feeling like that a lot of a lot of so-called overachievers just want to just kind of be too harsh on themselves. Therefore, their projects just die in their living room or their garage, and they don't go any forward. And he said that even Facebook is starting with a very small company. Like, we shouldn't forget that even Facebook was really small at one stage. It was like one campus after another after another. It didn't just become an overnight $1 billion company, like, all of a sudden. So he said that, like, if you anyone, if you like interested in an idea, then you should just put something out there and get an idea as to whether if the idea works or picks out or help people. And I found that's very interesting because, like, a lot of time we kind of really have that fixed mindset that uh, if it's Bill Gates or Steve Jobs, they all like special people and they got an overnight success, and that's just simply not the truth. So to actually believe that you can achieve something by starting with something small and gradually build it up, I think that's a very powerful thought. And yeah, so I think that and also, yeah, like sometimes I think in Y Combinator and all these partners, I feel like there's a way of thinking that's just completely different from uh, what we are taught in schools. Like, for example, we're in schools, we are taught that you need to find the right answer, you need to be perfect, and in order to get a better grade and get the marks, get the A+. But in Y Combinator philosophy, as such, they have this idea that you're meant to just step out, even if it's imperfect. Say, for example, if you want to make if you want to try something new, like a new recipe or something, then a lot of people try once. Of course, they fail because it's the first time ever they did it. Or they plant a plant, and or they go on to learn a new skill, or they go to the gym and try something new. Of course, they're gonna fail the first time because that's the first time ever they did it. So and they just have that mindset that, well, if I'm not the A+ the first time, therefore, like, that's just it, you're just not supposed to go there. But that's not true, because in a lot of startup is like you start with an idea and then you fail, and then you learn something from the failure, and then you improve. And it's just like yeah, just like Airbnb and Uber, they all started with a small kind of an idea that they experimenting, and also like they could be failing along the way, and every time they fail, they pick up something, they learn something, and it's almost like learning from failing, learning by failing. And that is really, really different from what we learn in school, because we just supposed to be successful. So like the first time, because you only take the test only one time, and you either pass or fail. So that's like a different way of learning, which I found very powerful, because nobody is good like at the first instance, and nobody is supposed to be a big YouTuber like with their first video. A lot of YouTubers, they just put something out there, and they tried it out, and if it doesn't work, they change the topic, and so on and so forth. And as long as you so like hanging on there and just keep on trying. And another thing I found inspiring is that he's like seemed to be very optimistic in terms of when he's talking. And he said that it's almost a key attribute of um, a good founder, or someone who's going to be a successful founder, is that they have that energy to get up again and try again, because you're going to fail so many times. And if you don't have that optimism or don't have that energy, then you're gonna just give up and just give up along the way. So I found that it's a very interesting, that energy is, what we all need to kind of strive for, like to have that. Well, if it's not working, then next one I learn from the mistake and I get to the next one uh opportunity. So yeah, so I found that just I highly recommend people who are whether if you want to be a founder or not, to follow Y Combinator videos and all the founders that um, the speeches they given. I found that just a um, very interesting way of looking at the world, and very interesting way of looking at how you uh, live your life, and how that can be applied to your lives. Yeah, thanks for watching.